Just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
53.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Keenum now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Covington in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Keenum. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but yeah, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to wait.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. Left side here to Sanders. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Down. 22.
On first down, Keenum. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Bernardrick McKinney in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Keenum. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working from the gun, Keenum lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Watson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Domatop Peko. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Third and long, it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Very left, very left. Hey, check. Very left, very left. 41 right.
On second down, here's Keenum. Throw left side complete. It's Sanders. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Keenum going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Watson now on second down. Flush to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And here's Marshall. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They get it to him running left. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they'll run on the draw. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now it's Keenum. Dancing to his left. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. 3 down. Hey, on yours.
Keenum now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Here goes the hot. By 20.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. To throw on second down is Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
53.
To the air again, Keenum. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Keenum now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
3 down. Roger. Stand down.
Keenum to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Broncos on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Very left. On 53.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. Lets it fly for Thielen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Black 22.
Throwing again is Watson. Being chased out left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Down. Green the line.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Marshall coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Green the line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. But he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Come back.
Watson operating from the gun. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air. But it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Hey, go, Roger. In the rep. Let's go right here. Hey, orange arm.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Let's go, let's go.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down. That's Marshall. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And McManus able to put it through. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him, and he's gonna score. Oh my goodness, he returns it all the way.
Brought it all the way back.
This game is tied. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll find Thielen work in the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, and even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Houston, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. I'm Brandon Gaudin, certainly.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Yeah.